Hey guys, so I am back with another video. Today is going to be a chit chat get ready with me. I am going to brunch with my best friend and it's been a long time since she and I have broken bread together. So I wanted to commemorate this with a video, and I also wanted to talk to you guys about how I became a influencer slash content creator in 2020 and how last year just kind of really gave out positives as well as negatives. So if you want to know what I did to become an influencer in 2020, stick around. And if you want to know how I did this easy everyday makeup look, stick around as well. And make sure that you subscribe and click the notification bell so that you don't miss an upload from me. And let's get into this video. So for today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about how I got started as an influencer in 2020, the year of complete chaos, but how it actually ended up being such a huge opportunity for me. So I am going to be doing my foundation first. I'm using the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. It's a foundation and concealer, and this you can pick up at Walgreens. I think you may also be able to get it on Amazon, but I start with my foundation first because it's then easier for me to do my brows. You'll see. So in speaking about starting out being an influencer, so it was probably around February, late February, early March, that we were really starting to see the virus start to pick up, and it was starting to become a real thing for a lot of people. And our job sent us home, and I started working from home. And at first we thought that it was going to be temporary, like maybe 2 weeks or a month at most. But when it started to roll out into about 3 months, I started to realize that I needed to take advantage of the opportunity that was clearly being presented to me. And what I mean by opportunity is, I was at home. One, I wasn't moving my car. I wasn't having to commute 35, 45, 50 minutes to work and 30 minutes back. I wasn't having to do all of that. So I was getting time on that alone. And I'd always wanted to get into the influencer space, but didn't know how to start, didn't know where to start, and just really was super confused about how to do it right. Because influencing is a lot more than just taking photos and posting them. It's strategy. And I knew that because I was taking photos and posting them and seeing nothing. I was reaching out to brands in hopes of collaborating, and dead silence. So I knew that there was a lot more to what I was trying to do. And I kept seeing this girl pop up on my feed, and we're going to talk about her, not a lot, but we're going to talk about her a decent amount of times throughout this get ready with me, because she's a crucial part of how I got to where I am today. So her name is Kristal Heredia, and Kristal kept popping up on my feed. Eventually, I started following her. Now, this was all in the early months of 2020. And I started following Chris just off of her aesthetic, and you could clearly see her work ethic. Not only was she posting, she was super engaging. She was also really good with Instagram stories, and I started to see that this was someone I needed to follow and learn from. So I am using this Juvia's Place sort of like eyebrow dip brow kind of thing with a Juvia's Place brush, and I'm gonna start to just fill in my brows. I don't go crazy with my eyebrows for, you know, like every day. So I started to see Kristal pop up on my feed often. And eventually I realized that she was doing these classes for people who wanted to become influencers. And I said, ooh, this might be what I'm looking for. Now, for a good 3 to 4 weeks, I went back and forth on whether I should do the class or not. The class at the time was called Instagram 101. And I went back and forth about whether I was going to do it or not. And it was really kind of dumb when I look back at it. Not that me doing it sooner would have mattered, but it was pointless for me to be like paranoid or nervous or anything, because taking that first class literally changed my life. And I took her course at the time. It was Monday through Friday, and we met up, I think at maybe 6 o'clock, Monday through Friday. And I would log on to the Zoom meetings, pen and pad in hand, and just really taking in all of this knowledge. And I can remember after the first class crying, because I really felt like I had discovered the Holy Grail. There's nothing like, I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to say. It's not like the elixir of life. She's not gonna go in and fix you and you're gonna, you know, be at her level overnight. She's giving you formulas, strategies, and ways for you to succeed. And it is up to you to take on those tasks and those ways and turn it into something. And being an influencer is work. A lot of people, you know, seem to think that it's super easy. All you do is take pictures. I'm sorry, but especially when you have to take pictures of yourself by yourself, that in itself is not easy. But I digress. So I remember her saying, even in the class, she was like, some of y'all are gonna take this and run with it, and some of you are gonna be like, I don't think I want to do this. And when she said that, it didn't scare me, but I knew I was in the right place, because nothing worth it is easy. So I get to the end of the class and I really start implementing everything that she's teaching. I'm just gonna go over my face. And I realized that there is another course. The name of that course is escaping me, but that course basically taught me how to do Instagram stories, how to create content that converts, and just how to make sure that I am really optimizing all areas of my content. And that was another course that when I took it, I was just like, boom, like, this is what I needed. I know how to do it, but now I need to know how to take it a step further and really play with different applications, and, you know, learned all of that from that course. If I remember the name of it, I will put the name in here. But next, I ended up taking a course called Pitch Perfect. And that really tied everything together, where she was teaching us how to engage with brands. Now, a lot of times you start to feel like, when you don't know anything about the influencing space, you think that the brands are going to reach out to you. Now, sometimes that does happen. this is Tarte Shape Tape. Obsessed with this concealer. I just love its consistency. There's like a new applicator. I'm gonna use a new sponge. This is an e.l.f. face sponge. I swear by these. So yes, it is one thing when a brand reaches out to you, but it is another when you pitch yourself to a brand and basically say, hey, this is what I can do, and this is what I can do for you, or this is what I have done for you. And it is really made a difference in this whole process, because being able to reach out to a brand to show them what you can do, being able to strike up a conversation, being able to make a connection is everything. And I just was not aware. You know, I just did not know. And so that Pitch Perfect course was so enlightening and necessary. So fast forward to, I would say, September of 2020. And I start to implement what I learned in Pitch Perfect. And I was able to secure myself a extended collaboration with a brand. And I remember sitting back and I was just like, what? Now, this was a paid collaboration, not, you know, just being sent clothes and, you know, that's it. This was a paid collaboration. So I'm setting my under eye concealer with True Color from Black Opal. And this is the shade, what is the shade? Neutral Light. So yeah, I start working with this brand and things are starting to really look up, and I'm able to, y'all, I promise this isn't gonna look so crazy, but it's hot today and I need to make sure that I am good. So things start to really take off and I am just on a roll. Now, there was a change in Instagram when the election started to roll around. What happened was something was happening with engagement, and I saw my engagement on Instagram and my reach drop dramatically. Some of my followers were telling me like, hey, I so glad you commented on my photo because I haven't seen your content, or you haven't been popping up on my feed, or, you know, where have you been? And I'm like, yo, I've been posting every day for the past month. You mean to tell me you haven't seen my content? So then that started happening and I started to get a little disheartened, and I was trying to figure out what I could do if Instagram was gonna start really attacking my work and not showing it to anyone, and just being all around a butthead. Like, Instagram has been a butthead. So I got into TikTok, and what's interesting is I can remember touching base with Kristal and telling her all of this and just kind of being like, sis, I don't know what to do. I'm doing everything we've taught, you know, that you've taught me, and it worked, but now Instagram has thrown a wrench into the equation and things are shifting. And we started to see a rise in TikTok. We started to see the implementation of Reels, and sis was just kind of like, all right, hop over to TikTok, use TikTok to, you know, grow an audience and see what you can do there. And today I'm at 7,000 followers on TikTok. I'm still struggling to hit 5K on Instagram. I should have hit 5K on Instagram probably summer of 2020. But I digress. I am going to work on my contour using this True Complexion contour palette. This is in medium to dark. And I'm using a Real Techniques contour brush. So I focused my, ooh, that came out today. I focused my my sights on creating video content, and TikTok has been really taking off. What's interesting about TikTok though, I think what's interesting about all different platforms is people will tell you what they want to see, and what I put on Instagram is not what they want to see on TikTok, and vice versa. So the reels for me that have done well on Instagram are super informational. I'm really not doing much. I'm sitting here pointing around like this. And then with TikTok, they want you to be funny. They want you to be insightful. They love female empowerment on there. I really have connected with so many women that have sadly said to me, like, and I think I'm a decent person. I wouldn't say I'm like this Mother Teresa of a person, but I am a girl's girl. And what I mean by that is I am going in with this Real Techniques buffer brush just to buff this out now. And what I mean by when I say I'm a girl's girl is I love to uplift, support, and protect other women, because I went through a very traumatic time in my life, probably around 2015 to 2017. And it really broke me to my core to see how I was on the receiving end of being attacked and not being supported by other women. And so I swore to myself that I would never become that person. And so when I see other women happy, thriving, and just living their best lives, I support them. When I see women that are being put down, attacked physically, attacked mentally, attacked emotionally, I can stand up and be defensive. So there was one day that I watched, going back into that Black Radiance palette, and now I'm contouring my nose. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm just really giving it definition. I'm not making it smaller. I'm not into changing my features, just, you know, enhancing and highlighting. But I ended up watching Demi Lovato's Dancing with the Devil documentary, where she highlighted being assaulted at 14 by one of her castmates. And it really just like set me off. And I ended up going on TikTok and ranting about it. And y'all, that video took off. I was like, okay, so y'all don't want me to sit up here and create all of these exaggerated dance videos and do all of this other crap. You want real conversations from me, and you want to see me upset. Bet. So now the one issue about that is it has to be authentic. And I always try to remember to be in the moment when I think about something or feel something, so that I can get on TikTok and talk about it and strike up a conversation and be engaging with my 80% female community on TikTok, which is awesome. I do put in my fashion here and there from time to time because it's part of who I am, but majority of the time my girls want to talk about empowerment, and I have women of all nationalities following me, which I love. Black women, white women, Asian women, Latino women, like Indian women, like I love it. Like women in general. I love to see us support each other. I love to see us thrive and just be dope women. So I love that TikTok is taking that turn for me, but it took me a while to get there. I haven't grown overnight at all. which I think is a positive for me because I'm able to maintain such a high ratio of women in comparison to men, because that is another thing that brands look out for that no one tells you about. You can have 1 million followers, but if 90% of them are men and you're a woman trying to sell clothing, you may have little to no value to a brand. So I love being able to engage with women in general, but the TikTok community is a little different. Now I'm going in with this Laura Geller. It's basically a highlighter. It's one of my favorites. You see, there it is. One of my favorites. Y'all, I can't wait to get my my lashes filled. I'm looking crazy. I promise you it's not intentional. Now this brush I got in FabFitFun box or BoxyCharm, one of the two, but it is basically a large eye blending brush, but I use it for my highlight. Who else is out there using their brushes for whatever they want? So this is an e.l.f. Nabella Noor collaboration brush, and I use it to blend out the contour, not the contour, the highlight. And so I'm not looking so crazy. Yo, I think I might change my hair. I don't know. I may keep it the way it is. I just started Curology because my skin is bugging out. She's not happy. So I'm trying to figure out what kind of lip I want to do. I'm wearing a purple and black look today. So fast forward to December, because we went from November around elections to December. I end up getting a pretty big paycheck for a brand collaboration. And I was just kind of like really blown away by the email, because the email had, "We love your content. We want to work with you. This is what we need, and this is how much we're paying you." And I remember just kind of sitting there like, "Moi? You want to pay me? Let me do this before." And by the end of December, I was just kind of like, wow, like I can really do this. I can really make this happen. January of 2021, I got another pretty big payout from a different brand where they wanted me to create content for them. And I started to realize that I am definitely much more of a content creator than an influencer. And what I mean by that is like my content supersedes my influence right now. And I'm okay with that. And what I mean when I say influence is basically like I am able to engage with people and, you know, possibly share a promo code with them, and they may go and buy something, they may not. But when it comes to my content and what I create and what I put out, especially video wise, brands really believe that it is A1 and they want it. So this I got in the last box of the summer box for FabFitFun. I love this. It is a hydrating setting mist, and it has like flexes of gold in it. I don't know if you guys can see. Yep, has flexes of gold. As y'all can see, this is super beginner friendly, and when I'm just running out with my girlfriends and just hanging out and doing whatever, and especially if it's hot, I'm not doing all of that. So I don't know if you guys are into the NYX butter glosses, but I am. This is one of the new colors. This one is called Rocky Road. It's really pretty. So I feel like I'm gonna wear Rocky Road today. These don't really last long, but they're still pretty. Little light red color. And take this with me. So yeah, I might change my hair. I might not. I am not sure. I might not. Who knows? Okay, so to wrap this up, I am now working with a brand on a monthly basis where I create content for them. And that is like so mind-blowing. I am super grateful for the positives that fell into my life in 2020. And I made this video because I wanted you to see that if there's something that you want to do, you can do it. If there's something you want to have, you can have it. It is going to take hard work. Nothing worth having is going to come around easy, but it is so doable. I am going to get dressed and come back and show you whether I'm going to change my hair or not. Who knows? But I'll be right back. Okay, so here's my look. It's a top and a pair of purple washed jeans from Eloquy, gold chain from Rent the Runway, earrings from Shop Joy Louise, and I'm probably just gonna wear like black sandals. Haven't decided yet. But yeah, that's my look. My bag is Tory Burch. It's downstairs. It's like a black and gold leather bag. And yeah, this is my look. I think we're going to Bonefish Grill. Not 100% sure. But I am down. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you in another one.